Hi, everybody. So good to be on here today. How are you? Really would love to hear from you in the comments just to see how you're feeling, um, how you're enjoying the content, what would you like to hear more of. So go ahead and comment, like, send me a message. I always love to hear from you. So today, I am up early. It's early in the AM here and going on a hike. But before I go on a hike, what came to me today is the importance of the basics. So, what I mean by this, in my last two videos, I've been talking a lot about freedom and to really ground into this feeling and to be able to have the capacity to hold it, um, to really feel it, because otherwise it becomes fleeting. I believe the basics and the simplicity is extremely imperative. So the basics are just being, how aware are you of what you're doing? Being more present. The daily activities that you do. Your ritual. What is that to you? What does it look like? Are you more on autopilot, or are you intentionally doing things to fulfill your being, yourself? Because sometimes it can be within those same things that you're doing for yourself, but maybe you're just on autopilot for it. Even if it's as simple as putting lotion on, could you be more intentional and present with yourself as you put the lotion on your body? So just those little things. Self-care doesn't always have to be super hard or a long task or expensive. It can really becoming more present in the basics. How present we are with the people that we love at this time. Are we listening, or are we just hearing to respond with our opinion? So these are just little minor shifts that can really help us ground into ourselves more and be more connected with ourselves, because I think it is really important to really take time with yourself, even if it's a couple minutes, to really have the intention to connect, because then it really helps your reaction and the way that you present in the world, and the stories too that you tell yourself. And even when we start to absorb from other people, we can always, because we're more connected and grounded in our center, we can be able to distinguish that that's not ours a little bit quicker. And this is a consistent practice, but usually the practices are super basic. They are super basic. Me, a friend, and I were talking about how a lot of the self-help space is us doing those things that are super, like, not hard, but they're hard now because we're super stimulated. But our ancestors would have been like, I mean, that is, that's nothing. That's like, that's what we do every day. It's like they're so embodied in it, they wouldn't even be like, oh, that's, now I have to try to do that. Now I have to put that on my list of things to do to make sure I get done. And that's why I think usually a lot of people sometimes think about routines as like a list of things to do. I mean, it really sounds kind of hard. And that's why it's really beautiful to look at it as a ritual, which means that I get to do something. And this is going to be a part of a new program that I'm coming out with, but I just want you to understand that getting back to the basics and being consistent and committed to the basics will shift you so much further than trying to do 20,000 different things, looking at someone who's probably done 20 years of self-development, wondering why you're not there. Like, just coming back to yourself, really just doing the basics will probably speed you up a quantum leap, whatever you want to call it, skip timelines, whatever. You'll get further with that than trying to skip a bunch of steps and then having to come back to the basics. Because what I realize in my life too is that I'm always coming back to that. Like, I'm getting, busy, or I'll even feel a little off in a certain way, and then I realize, okay, I need to come back to the basics. The simple, basic stuff. And that's what's really, really important, to ground into that. So that is all for today. Let me know what you think, and I again always love to hear from you, and thank you for your support. I will talk to you soon. Bye.